Hello everyone, Digfig here, and welcome back to some more Outer Worlds. We left off finishing basically every major quest, and since then I have gotten a 244Hz monitor, and this game feels so smooth now. But all we have left in our entire journal is the main story quest, and we have to return to Phineas. I believe that's his name. It's been a few days, to be honest.
To all crew members, there is only one toilet,
On the ship. Okay. Was that like, so don't take too long?
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports.
Okay.
And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Yeah. Let's get the pleasure. I'm just getting started. I got your attention at least. You mean stumbling around the colony, pretending to know what I'm doing. Ah, that's funny. I got your attention at least.
I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
I did actually fall out of the sky. I get it. You're well informed. Can we move this along? You almost sound like you approve. I didn't do any of this for you. You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
Gonna try and recruit me now? Seems like. You wanted to talk to me and make your offer. I'm not sure I trust you yet. How do you know I'm from the Hope? I sure you didn't bring me all this way just to flatter me. Well, I mean, I'll ask her how she knows I'm from the Hope, but I haven't quite kept it a secret. I have wandered around talking about it.
You haven't exactly been keeping it a secret.
Nailed it.
We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest.
Yeah, and then who's missing? Touche. You wanted to make me an offer?
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
You people need better security. Anybody could have lifted those chemicals. How did you find my ship? I'm listening. I mean, how did you find my ship? It's pretty obvious. I'll answer that one now.
There's exactly one vessel in all of Byzantium that looks like it dropped out of an aether wave drama. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Say no more, I'm in. All right, convince me. Wanted for what exactly? The answer is no. We're done here, Ada. I'm wanted for what?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
You want me to sell him out? I never liked that guy anyways, not for free. Hold on. Getting a lot of noise in the signal. Could you fuck off and never call back? Great answer. You want me to sell him out?
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Am I gonna get my first botched quest? I don't want. Now I'm concerned. That's my only quest? Like, I didn't mean to accept said quest. Let's find out if I have an option not
top secret orbital lab.
to not do this. Huh. I'm also afraid to go too far past any save points with autosave points. Problematic. Well, hopefully I didn't. I don't really want to turn them in. Really look at your ship, buddy. Because it's been a while and it's still sparking out over there. And you're supposed to be fixing your shit.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Found your chemicals in the Ministry of the Board was testing them. Human. Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony is on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes. Well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It's getting worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every coworker in Harnison. The board's got a plan to save us. They're going to freeze all the planners.
Hold on.
Oh, number
Let
1.
me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
It's
I
weird.
always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2
Not a
things
point
we
to the
don't have.
corporation.
Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
So that's my only options. I found your chemicals then.
Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
These are all the chemicals I could get anymore, and I would have killed the subject. Spare me the drama. Here are the chemicals. Number 1.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Guess I didn't quite think about that. I thought they just had different hibernation chambers. Well, that's some fucked up shit. We just give up. All the trouble I went through was for nothing. That's number 2. The colony's a mess. I'm glad to put it all behind me as soon as we get a chance. That's 3. We'll need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
That's aggressive.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system. Oh, shizness. I'm open to sessions. Can we skip the part where you're asking me to do something? Let's go with number 1.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Engineering the Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unreliable. I wish I hadn't been entirely serious. Or I wasn't being entirely serious. Did you not hear the part where I said it's not exactly safe? I don't think he cares. Number one, engineering. I've got the skills.
You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process.
Probably.
I thought intra-system microjumps were prohibited for a reason.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the Hope and, say, Terra 2, in theory. But you'll be fine, provided your calculations are correct.
It's fine.
You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I'm still confused because I took like 24.73% of the chemical. He's complaining that's not enough. He can only raise a handful of colonists, which is, let's say that's the whole hand. That's 5. So if I took all of it, I would be able to raise like what, 20-ish colonists? How is that everyone? How does that help us? How does that math work out? It makes no sense. It's fine. Once you skip the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access for his cause. I'll do it. Wait, I've got some questions. This plan is insane. I need some time to think about it. Number 2.
Certainly. How can I help?
Do I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Probably. Just so we're clear, you know, skip drives weren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Everything is always fine. People aren't going to notice a gigantic colonist ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule.
True.
The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
No more questions. I'm ready.
You're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
He sounds good in principle, but you just don't know in this game if you can believe anyone. The adjacent asked me to plant a tracking signal lab, but I'm not going to do it. I wanted to talk to you about the Hope.
Certainly.
So that's all that. I know I have one more dialogue option with him, but he's supposed to be forced to work with that lady, but she doesn't seem to be here. Did this split into 2? Yes, it did.
I won't wish you luck on the Hope. Can't rely on luck. Rigorous calculations and sound logic.
Got a point there sometimes. Some people would argue otherwise. The Jason asked me to go track so. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. I was actually expecting a thank you. Can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Sarcasm, the last refuge of the witless. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her.
Touché.
I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. Well, that should buy me some time.
I get it, you want to prepare. You're sure you're okay with this?
The
Number
board's
one.
going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Okay, well that went differently. Journal, long distance, should be this little terminal over here. Oh, hey, these are like refills. Were they new? Man, I'm gonna have to go back and check my original videos here because I would loot these. It's fine. Send corrupted tracking signal, return to route, messages, exits. All good and fun in the hood. We still just have one quest.
You've bought me more than enough time. You've done... What's on your mind?
Nothing. You ain't got nothing to say to me. I ain't got nothing to say to you. If I wonder what you did with that lady that's supposed to be working with you over the starvation issue. You seem to have taken interest in the starvation issue, so I would have thought you might have her here working with you. Would have been some interesting dialogue choices. And I figured you'd also be kind of mad that I just kind of handed out your location to some other random ass person. You're supposed to be super secret, but that's fine. Well, let's go. Maybe that'll bite me in the ass later. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of odd. Said I had a new
request. No more fertilizer shipments be
yeah, yeah. Only the first 60 times. Nothing up there. Screw it. What's my inventory looking like? 130? What do I have looted that I can ditch in my chest of doom? Large chance for store it all. Whoa, I have way more clothes than I thought I did. Oh, that's right. I like tried stealing stuff and then I bought everything from her just because why the hell not? Forgot I did that. 85 is good enough.
Captain, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it.
Maybe I didn't.
Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him.
Glad you're dumb
Come
enough
visit
not to
me
catch
in
on.
Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Well, Byzantium's a big place. How do I know this isn't a trap? Wait, I've got questions.
Transmissions are so impersonal. I'd like to meet you face to face.
Feels like a trap.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
No, but I do agree that was kind of rude, not gonna lie. Maximum security penile colony there. Haven't gone there yet. Terra 2 landing pad? Sure, we can go talk to her. Why the heck not?
Byzantium, Captain.
Glad we're over Byzantium. You two are my badasses. Let's go. I don't want to mess around with the robot in the playthrough. Let's see what he's all about and see what people think of her. It, him? I called it a her. Whatever. What we got for a view out here? Nothing here. Some of that. Ooh, a little welder thing. That all kind of out of place, but not really. You still have the two orbiting ships over Byzantium, which is kind of cool. There's another one. Whole bunch of the same ships, I guess. The city is so much bigger than what I got to explore. Kind of. It's like, I'm glad they gave you that much. The world's big enough. It's acceptable, but like, come on, Obsidian. Someone fund you. Someone fund you so much money you can build the whole damn city like GTA style with all your detail in this environment and world. Give us stuff to do. Wouldn't that be freaking sweet? game of this quality with this kind of story and lore and interestingness, but with a whole bunch of like bigger than Fallout. Epic, I think, personally. Hey everyone, my name is whatever the name of Digfig. It's not Digfig because it's I forget his damn name. Hathaway.
Not so fast.
Oh, tell me what I'm allowed to do. Oh, you're pulling out a console. I almost pulled out my gun and shot her right in the face.
The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
Will do. Thanks. No, I don't like all these security guys looking at me for. Whoa. Why are you looking at me, bro? But anyways, everyone, we're out of time. So we're going to pick this up in the next episode. And I really appreciate y'all stopping by. And if you like this video, check out some of the playlists. I have a whole bunch of videos just like this one. Some other games coming up here shortly. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Digfig out.